So if you watch any of my other videos of how I increased my harvest, what I did with the 3 small plants that I had outside, then also how I harvest them and then froze some and how I'm preserving some of those for the winter or to give to other people as gifts. These will be some of the things I'm going to show you today will be other ways that I preserve them. And I try to get these things done right away. To start, we'll make a tincture. I bag everything up and I store it by 1 cup, large heaping cup bags or preserve it that way or store it for the winter that way. But what I had left over, I thought I would just give you an example because I still have plenty of tincture left over from last year. And of course, I like to give it away sometimes to people, or I can make them a new batch and give it to them as they need it. But I just took what berries were left over and threw them in here. There may be maybe a ½ cup in here, but this is just an example. All right. All you do is go get yourself some either 80 or 100 proof vodka. I just use 80 proof for what I'm making most of the time. Is only for these tinctures that I end up putting in little dropper bottles, or sometimes in these. I will store it that way and then just use those to refill these, or to fill some up and give to other people. So here's just an 80 proof, nothing fancy, maybe one of the cheapest that was on the shelf. Okay, I don't know a lot about vodka, so anyway. I just pour this over there. I make sure they're good and covered. Of course, if it was a quart jar, I just make sure that's good and covered. Put a lid on there. That's a good seal. We'll tighten that down a little bit. I don't know if you can see this or not. Before we had started, I don't have a real sharp marker, gray or silver marker right now, but I still know what that is. And if I'm going to put something dark in my jar, I always use this silver marker. That way I can still read what it is. But anyway, I'm just going to shake it up. And then I'm going to go place this someplace like a dark pantry or inside of my herb or medicine cabinet. Someplace I know that I'm going to see this every day or two. Because every time I see it, I'm just going to go shake it up a little bit, put it back down. I let this soak in there, at least a month, maybe 6 weeks. It's not that big a deal. Just whenever you get around to it, I just let it go at least a month. Okay? Now with those berries, I like to, anything that I do, I try to not waste the berries. If I had some chickens, wasting berries wouldn't bother me. I just toss them out to my chickens because number one, they are probably one of the best natural antibiotics for chickens. But I haven't quite figured out how to get me some chickens here in my HOA and them not find out that I have chickens. Not that I would do that or anything. So I try to make sure in everything I do, I'm not wasting them. Or I give them, after I drain them, I give them to somebody that does have chickens. Anyway, so that's just tincture. And all I do is I'll strain those, and there's still a large berry. Any wire mesh strainer will do. Pour it into something else, and then get yourself a little funnel and pour it into your bottle. Throughout the winter, or anytime you feel like you got a cold coming on, just put a couple of drops under your tongue.